tried to get done this first time out. Weather gave you a little bit of a break too.
Yeah, I thought the weather was better today. I guess yesterday ended up being a better weather day, but we pushed everything back one day and kind of combined Friday and Saturday, and I thought I did. I think we got a lot done today, and hopefully we can get the rest of our arms out there tomorrow and start piecing together some at bats, and then hopefully get a different forecast than the one that we're seeing right now for next week.
What was it like getting Woody back on the mound? You don't like to see him get that shot off the knee, but just to see him back on the mound and feeling his stuff again, what was it like?
Yeah, I thought he had a really nice ball, and he really worked hard through the break, and it's just so difficult in these weather conditions to really have that ball flight come out of your hands when you want it to. But that was exciting. I thought Paul Young, getting him back on the mound, and obviously, Ross Mitchell hadn't pitched since the College World Series a year ago, so we got him back on the mound today. So I think it was pretty successful, and I think just having those guys get a feel for being back on the mound at Duty Noble is important.
As competitive as it is, how tough was it to say, okay, 1-1, we'll go ahead and call it after 7?
Yeah, we have some time constraints, and I feel like it's a pretty competitive game. We still have a lot of spots that there's a lot of competition for, even within our ball club. So I think all phases. Did we make some mistakes today? Absolutely, but I think there were a lot more pros than cons to the day.
Talk about that decision to move Lingard to that spot, kind of a la Chad Dorado, just to take him out of the rotation and put him in the bullpen. What's going through your mind?
Well, we just feel like he's a little bit more of a sprinter than he is a long distance guy, and that could change in his career at any point in time. But I think when you tell Jacob Lingard to go get 3 guys out, I think you're going to see electric stuff, and I think that's a difference. When you start somebody, the stuff is kind of paced, and I think when you ask him to go into a short-term situation, face 2 or 3 guys, or even 6 or 7 guys, you're going to see his very, very best stuff right from the beginning to the end.
What did you see from Ben today?
Ben Bracewell, yeah, I thought he was good. He didn't command the ball as well as he wanted to. I probably didn't think his slider was what it normally is. But again, when you go from seeing a guy throwing a pennant at 60, 55 degrees, and now all of a sudden, it's colder weather, those things affect pitchers. So, but again, in this type of weather, you're just looking for guys who can still throw the ball down in the strike zone, throw a breaking ball in the strike zone, and just compete, really. And I think that's something Benny can certainly do.
How do you feel like Reed's progressing at third base? I know he's made a couple of mistakes, but there's been some plays where he just looks like a natural out there.
Well, Reed's he just has a very high ceiling. He's gonna be a really good player. He has tremendous feel, but he is a freshman and he's still learning things every single day on the fly. And I think he's progressing really nicely. He's still really, trying to get his arm back to 100% after having Tommy John surgery in high school. So, but everything he's doing, I think, is really positive. He's working really hard. He's become a much more physical player, especially in the weight room. So, I'm really pleased with his development.